I think one thing that I've been really clear about, and I think that it escapes the industry, is, having a really clear vision for what you want your life to look like. And so most, it doesn't matter if you're busy or not busy. Most people don't ever pause on a regular basis just to think about what's working and what's not working. And just like, what could my life look like if I knew where I was going? So many people like just haphazardly kind of exist in this world and they have no direction whatsoever. So just some encouragement, like there's sort of six main areas of your life, and real estate and business is only one area, but think about all those areas, like, as a parent, as a spouse, your physical body, your emotional, fun, your spiritual, your financial, like whatever the things that matter to you, just kind of get clear on where you want to be in the future. Nobody wants to have a heart attack and die. Nobody wants to get divorced. Nobody wants to have kids that they're estranged from. Nobody wants to, go bankrupt. And it's just this like, over time, if we're not clear on where we're going, we can just drift, out of alignment in our marriage. And 20 years in, you're like, yeah, nothing left here. And like, how does that happen? It's not because you were that way when you started. You drifted so far off and you never corrected. And so I just find I will always have a 3-year vision, always in the areas of life that matter to me. I've always done a good job of chunking it down. So in business, if you're at 12 transactions now and you want to go from 12 to 24 to 36 to 48, that's your 3-year vision. But you want to work less selling 48 homes than you do 12 homes. And you want your stress to go from a level 9 to a level 5. What would that have to look like? Be like, okay, so we just learned today that to go from 12 to 24, it's all on you. It's maybe a lead source, maybe doing a better job with your database. To get from 24 to 36 and 48, it's about delegating administrative tasks and maybe getting a showing agent. So that's just your journey. Like you already have that all scripted out, and you write it down, and you're just making sure that you're carving out a little time each week to work on the future business versus the today business. So if you're doing 12 deals and you already know what that looks like and the amount of effort you need to put in, and you spend no time building the company that's going to do 48, you're always going to sell 12.
Yeah.
And you're surprised why you're not getting ahead. It's because you're not working on the future version of your company. And then also yourself. I mean, there's so many good resources out there of how to fill your head, whether it's a podcast or, I've probably listened to hundreds of books. Each had a good, reason at a certain time. Atomic Habits is probably a really good baseline book for anyone that is struggling with keystone habits or struggling, with honoring their protected time or whatever your struggle is. The James Clear book is a really good one. But I think that's the biggest thing that separates those that are actually living out like an envisioned future from 3 years ago. I like to ask the question to people like, hey, the 3-year vision that you crafted 3 years ago, did you hit it? And they're like, what? And they never did it, right? So they never actually sat down 3 years ago. And so like, when's the best time to plant a tree? It's like 20 years ago, but the next best time is today.
Yeah.